Nightmare walking, psychopath talking, king of the jungle, just a vampire stalking. Nightmare walking.
So what's going on today, guys? It's your boy Dragon Master coming at you again. So, as we all undoubtedly know in the world of Yu-Gi-Oh, there is a new legendary set coming out in March of next year. It is the legendary Kaiba collection. I'm sorry, legendary collection Kaiba, however you want to put that. There's a lot of speculation, a lot of rumor with this particular pack as to what some of the cards in the Kaiba themed mega packs are going to be. And keep in mind, they're Kaiba themed because, again, these are all going to be holographic cards. To where there's going to be like four secret rares in a pack, and then the rest are going to be, you know, ultra rares or some shit like that. But, you know, the real question there is, are all the cards going to be themed for Kaiba? Like, are we going to get, you know, maybe secret rare Blue Eyes White Dragon, or, you know, what's going to go on in that particular setting? Matter of fact, I'm looking at it right now. The packs are going to be 10 cards per pack. It's going to be 4 secret rares, 6 ultra rares per pack. So it's really something to look forward to. And of course, they have new cards coming out for Kaiba as well. And these are new cards based on some of Kaiba's more infamous cards, I guess you can say, like Lord of Dragon and Flute of Summoning Dragon. And there's even going to be a new fusion monster for the Fang of Critias. Again, there's a lot of speculation into what that could be. A friend of mine actually thinks it could possibly be Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon, which isn't, you know, completely unheard of. I can see it being a possibility. But, you know, it's still to be seen exactly what the card list for this pack is going to be. And I'm sure we're going to find out what cards are going to be in the mega packs themselves, as well as what the new fusion monster for Critias is going to be. As we get closer to the release date for this pack, it is due to release March 8th or 9th of next year. A couple other things I wanted to touch on in this video. The OCG has a new pack coming out as well, or is already out, and some of the cards in this pack are going to be released into the TCG February next year. These cards are from the OCG Legend Duelist 2 packs. Now, of course, since these are OCG variants, I'm on the Italian Yu-Gi-Oh page on Facebook. I'm assuming that these names are correct, but, you know, in the TCG, everything is prone to change, even the name of the card. So, initially, the first card we're going to touch on, it is a new trap card for Ancient Gear Monsters. The card is called, what is that? Competition Cross Dimension. Sorry, I'm a little weary right now, so some of the words are kind of running together for me. It's going to be a normal trap. It has 2 effects. Effect 1, target 1 Ancient Gear monster you control. Banish that monster. The monster banished by this effect returns to the field during the next standby phase. Okay, that's not technically a bad thing. And until the end of that turn, its attack is doubled. So that's actually pretty fucking awesome. I can see this being a very good combination to play with a couple of the Ancient Gear Fusion monsters, even Ancient Gear Golem, or really any of the main deck Ancient Gear monsters for that matter. Effect number 2. If an Ancient Gear Golem or Ancient Gear Golem Ultimate Pound you control would be destroyed, you can banish this card from the graveyard instead. So not only is it basically a way to remove one of your Ancient Gear monsters from play, knowing that during the next standby phase, it's going to come back to the field with double the attack points until the end of that turn. It's also a way to protect like your Ancient Gear Golem and your Ancient Gear Golem Ultimate Pound as well. So that's not a bad card. I really do see Ancient Gear Golem, potentially making a comeback now, especially since, ever since we got that new Ancient Gear structure deck. What was that, last year? Earlier this year, something like that. Everyone's been kind of swarming around Ancient Gear, Reactor Dragon. So with this, I really look for like the main boss monster to come back to Ancient Gear Golem, as far as the Ancient Gear decks are concerned. And I am going to leave a link for the Italian Yu-Gi-Oh page in the description in case you guys want to go on there and check them out for yourselves. The next card that's going to be released for us in February of next year from the OCG Legend Duelist Pack 2 is a spell card. It's a field spell called Heavy Metal Raiders. Again, this card has two effects. Effect number one, the first time each dark machine type monster you control would be destroyed by battle each turn, it is not destroyed, and if you take battle damage from that battle, that monster gains an equal amount of attack points. So, again, it's kind of like that Ancient Gear trap where, the first time each one of your dark machine type monsters would be destroyed. It's not, and any battle damage you take, it's just going to go towards that monster's attack points anyway. So that's an actual, in my book, that's actually a very good effect. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but to me that's a very good first effect. Because of that effect, I can see cards like Jinzo coming back onto the scene. Maybe Launcher Spider, even though it's just, a normal monster and some shit like that. Or maybe even the Reactor monsters as well. Effect number two, once per turn, if a monster you control whose original attribute and type are dark and machine destroys a card on the field by a battle or its own card effect, you can special summon one dark machine type monster from your hand. So, again, it's summoning power as well for machines. Now, there's a lot of people speculating that this card's going to be, real good and real popular in Cosmo decks, which I have no doubt that it will. But because of its power, again, I also look to see quite a few older dark machine type monsters make a comeback again, like the Reactor monsters, like Jinzo and stuff like that, especially with the second effect being, when a dark machine type monster destroys a card on the field by battle or by its own card effect, you get to special summon one dark machine monster from your hand. Now that is a once per turn effect, but still, that's not a bad effect. So to continue on, this next card I'm going to touch on was posted a couple days ago. Actually, it was posted yesterday. It is also from the OCG Legend Duelist Pack. It says sample for the card's artwork, so I'm sure that's prone to change, or maybe even the effect is prone to change at some point. But this is a continuous trap card for the Ojama monsters. It's called Ojama Party. Alright, so you can only use each effect among the first and third effects of this card once per turn. Or, I'm sorry, of this card's name once per turn. So right there off the bat, it's telling you it has 3 effects. Effect number 1, during each player's main phase, you can add 1 Ojama card or Oja muscle from your deck to your hand, then discard a card. Okay. I know that certain Ojama cards have become very popular, especially now that we're in the link format. Oh shit, what's that one card? I forget the name of the one Ojama card, but it's the one that lets you summon 3 Ojama tokens to your opponent's side of the field. I know that one's become real popular with Link monsters because ultimately it's helping you screw your opponent out of, summoning those Link monsters or, just summoning into extra deck monsters, period. The second part of its effect is if an armed dragon monster you control other than hardened armed dragon and or a light machine fusion monster you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish one Ojama card or Oja muscle from your hand, field, or graveyard instead. So, okay, since originally this would be a deck themed around Chaz, fucking stuck-up rich kid. Of course, this deck is going to have some kind of say in like an armed dragon deck, which armed dragon decks aren't really played too much anymore. I know that in the new legendary duelist pack that we'll be getting, there is a new fusion monster for both armed dragon and for the ABC cards that Chaz uses. Which one's he using? I think Chaz uses the Chaz uses V, W, X, Y, and Z. That card, it's already been discussed amongst many players that it's going to be a bitch to summon. So, yeah. As you can see, we are getting some more support for Armed Dragon and Ojamas in general. Thanks to this card. On to the third effect. The third effect is if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon as many of your banished Ojama monsters as possible. So while, it might not seem like the greatest card that we can be getting out of that set, it definitely is some form of new support, for Ojamas and for like the Armed Dragon monsters as well. Again, Ojamas, while they're still played at least, to an extent anyway, Armed Dragon really isn't played much anymore. Yes, he was the shit back in the GX era, but as time went on, we just kind of all grew out of playing Armed Dragon and just shit like that. So these are the 3 new cards that we'll be getting here as of, again, February of 2018. And please leave your comments down below on what you think about these cards. Tell me which cards you think are going to be, real good or real relative when they come out. I especially look forward to hearing your opinions concerning the effects of each card as well. And just basically, if any of you agree with me on, whether the new Ancient Gear Trap card is going to be any good, or if the new field spell for the Dark Machine type monsters are going to be any good as well. And just overall your opinion on the new Ojama card as well. So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about for this video. So again, like and subscribe to the channel, leave your comments down below, let me know what you think of these cards and really what your opinions are. And until next time, guys, I will see you later. This is Dragon Master signing out. Peace!
Nightmare walking, psychopath talking, king of the jungle, just a vampire stalking.